I'm back. Boots. Belt. Okay. Bandage still seems to be holding up. Just gonna pour water for now.
Yeah. Morning.
Morning. Who was that? Why so earlier? Is it just because she was the last person I talked to?
I'm gonna go head out to the main building, see what there is for breakfast over there.
Alright, meet you
See when
there.
I see you.
We're low on supplies. I can hold out. I had something yesterday. I don't know if my appetite is strong enough right now anyway. Suppose there's nothing else to do. I wonder where. If Grim is feeling well. I've been in my room for a couple days. I should see if Ivan's alright, but I don't know if I'm allowed in the med bay right now. Maybe I'll see him on my way. Peeking at our chore.
Well, just in general. Looks like the new students get to slack off for now.
New student.
Well, I don't know. Their names over there that I don't see. Haven't seen around here before. So I assume they're new.
I remember this one. But
Oh, right. Bit of a havoc the other day. I didn't really pay too much attention, but yeah.
must be
1,
them
2,
then.
3 empty spots. And then that leaves 5 remaining. Interesting. We'll have to see how they do it. Because it could be 2 teams of 4, or it could be a team of 5 and flesh out the rest of us. They're gonna take a while. I'm gonna go get food before the Chancellor talks our ear off. Morning.
Do you know if the buddy system is still in effect?
I would assume so, but then again, I've seen so many single people walking around, so I would not know. I assume we'll figure it out at announcements.
I suppose we will.
Changed up the layout. Yeah. And the front looks a little bit. Renovations, I suppose?
I suppose.
Probably a spot for the new students to stand in. Does that mean we're gonna be
After on the tables.
or are they their own separate teams? I don't see the crystal up there, so probably not. Maybe not now. They're probably gonna get used to the. Probably gonna get used to how things work around here before they get sorted, kind of whatnot.
I'll just get a water for now.
Quickly, since there's no classes going on right now.
Oh, I'm dying.
I remember my first day. I had two big.
I hope Ivian's okay. I think he left on his own again. Okay, so don't look down. was that anyway? I know that was what resembled my divine magic teacher from her schoolhouse back at Flint's. But the rooms were all mixed up. And those symbols were nothing I've ever seen before. Could that mean anything? It's probably just a nightmare. I'll be fine. This is gonna be a problem, though. I would ask Ivan, but he's recovering. I just hope it doesn't malfunction. It'll be fine. I hope. I need to stop thinking about that. All that matters is the present. It's probably why I had the stupid nightmare in the first place. Why? We have patrol today from what I read. And there's new students coming in, which is great.
Oh, morning. How do you all fare? That's good to hear. He seems to be healing nicely. I expect him to make a good recovery, at least in the next coming days.
Oh, God, I want to check on Ivan. I don't want to bother the doctor. His recovery anyway.
There's a bell, isn't there? I'll be back.
I'll have to see if I can talk to Sarvyra today. I don't know if she'll be busy. I can't imagine we're going to be doing much today after the little mission we went on. I'd be surprised if they held classes. I guess time is ticking. I guess I wouldn't be that surprised.
Isaac. Good morning.
You know anything to
I
drink?
wonder.
Just wishing you a good morning as
Until
well.
I forgot. Carbonara?
I'm
Oh, excuse me.
trying to think.
sleeping is still good.
Time for breakfast. Would you like mine more? Do you like this more? I can give it if you want it.
No, I'm fine with it.
Like a nice.
Oh, can't do that. I'm gonna pretend like I am sitting on this chair.
Am I eating a bagel with an egg inside?
Maybe.
I think it is.
Had, like, these, boxes that I could just sit on.
Oh.
It's very hard to see over the table.
Oh yeah, because it's.
Yes. That girl
Maybe stand up and don't sit down. Maybe
went on the trip with us.
standing up. It is healthy for your legs.
Krista, I think it was.
Uh,
I've heard it around.
Yeah, you show them who's boss. Just set your stance.
Oh. You rearranged the place.
I should ask how she's doing. Don't want to bother though. A lot of the people here were on the mission.
This mix is so good. I'm so hungry.
Oh, someone's enjoying himself.
Mm-hmm.
So are your legs okay, by the way?
They're a bit scratchy. There's a lot of itching, but other than that, I think they'll be all right.
Oh,
Don't know where Byron went.
Did you break any bones, Krista?
I don't think he should be alone.
Stuff?
But if I go looking for him, then I'll be alone.
Oh.
For the most part.
As it is.
we always showed up, Krista. Yeah, still quite a lot. I mean, moved away from the team. Man, that big rat guy. I think you guys just kind of saw it in the shadows because you guys both got kidnapped or something. But like, man, the guy.
No, we saw.
I saw it. He had poisonous daggers or something. And he spoke. The damn rat could speak.
Yeah, like very well.
That looks familiar.
Not like the other ones. It was just like really
Yeah.
hungry. That one could.
It's almost like the thing that we saw on the roof.
It's a bit scary, if I'm gonna be honest.
Maybe he's been wearing that in the school.
Maybe.
Hope Tao's okay.
You're gonna deal with the professor.
He's sitting alone. He looks so sad.
No,
Could just be
not at all.
misinterpreting his body language. But isn't he normally with his team?
I don't know if he's talking. Maybe he was just checking out his magic. Reflecting on it or something.
Hey, I managed to hold my right coat without a filter for quite a while. Yeah, while it wasn't near that experience.
Good to see you producing well. Quite expect to see you out and about so early. You aren't given any reason to depart the infirmary.
I think I might go
There, I think the academy will be learning something to the tune of the importance of morale.
You want me to take your plate?
Well, it's due to see so many downcast faces at rest.
Taking my plate.
We have a shipment coming in with more food and supplies on it, as well as additional students. It's important that we put on a strong face. I know you can lead by example. I will attend to other matters. Keep well and rest. Eating alone, Tao.
No, you won't. It's gonna hurt you.
Already eaten, sir.
I see. And where is the rest of your team?
I'm unsure. I saw Kiki for a moment, but she did not speak to me, and the rest of my team, they left later than I did. From what I remember, they were making their way somewhere to the island in a little bit more of a scenic route, I guess, or something. I don't know.
I see. It would be good to clear their minds. Whatever it takes to produce a strong face this morning. It's important. There are enough people feeling bad enough as it is with the wounds without seeing the downcast faces of their friends. You would do well to remember that. So perhaps,
Yes, sir.
sit with your colleagues in future. It can help take your mind off things. Good morning.
Maybe not sad.
Morning.
Welcome back.
Hopefully Ivan will be following me shortly.
Do you know if he's doing well?
He's standing up. He's walking. Other than that, not very talkative.
It's a start.
The new kids are making their way around. They made it to the med bay as Ivan and I were leaving. But who knows what the doctor wants to poke him with.
Who knows?
Chancellor didn't want to stick around to find out.
Sure, it's just checkups.
I'm sure he enjoys pokey bits.
There he is
Morning.
Can I do it after this? Okay.
You look like you got yourself an appetite this morning.
Yes, I do.
Guess that's what happens when you skip meals, huh?
Unfortunately.
Even if it's not what you meant to do, but... What the heck is gonna happen this morning? Sarvyra asked a good question earlier, which I have no clue to. Maybe you can think about it. If the professors still want us to have us doing the buddy system, or if they think we knocked out enough rats to not need it for now.
Unfortunately, they're all still down there. We didn't get all of them.
That was quick.
Hey, Byron, how long has been?
What do you say, Sarvyra? 2 days?
Yeah, I think so.
The doctor said it was 1 day.
The doctor's also high. Or at least that's my supposition at this point.
Maybe it was one. Who knows?
I mean, days since you went down in the tunnel, or days since you got up?
You know, they really aren't all that bad.
So what did you guys do, while we were
I mean,
away?
it's kind of like I got like some sort of like really.
Well, I think we had a flower pickathon, didn't we? Or, as they would say, medicinal herbs gathering.
I wouldn't know. I didn't go.
Good carpentry in your fingers.
You know, it's kind of matches.
And then I spent some time reading and stuff after.
I don't know. I mean, I think they would have.
If I turn into a tree, please don't cut me down or burn me.
I'm not.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't think you're gonna turn into a tree. Second of all, if you were, I'm pretty sure people wouldn't cut you down and burn you. They'd probably make a statue and water you.
Oh, really?
Tenebrous tree.
How you feeling, Sarvyra?
No.
Better. I'm more concerned about everyone who had to stay in the medbay last night.
I might ask
No
if
one
there's a
heard
box around
that.
that I could use, because it's really hard to see.
Oh yeah, there was something going on with, what was it? Eleonora? At the entrance, she was, did you see it as you walked in? Were they still all standing there? Just had, it looked something
No.
like vines around her legs.
Okay.
I didn't see anything.
Umbra seemed quite involved.
I don't know when she was back. She left me a note. I assume she left one for Lupe too, maybe, but she left me a note to say that she had some urgent matters to attend to and that I should take care of the nursery, which I have been doing.
Oh,
and which I
hello.
will do again.
Yeah, you don't mind me sitting if you drink a little bit, do you?
Yeah.
Except on the table.
Oh yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Why is the one seat that I
No, I think how powerful
You are
enough
able
to
to move
truly,
your
truly
body.
fill that chair.
yes,
If you're
I
able to move your
shall,
body through time and
Give her the
space,
swap
then
seats.
I grew continuously worried about that boy.
it might get sticky a little bit.
Just so you guys know, her whole body is bandaged and kind of bloody, and she's walking with a limp.
No.
No, I haven't. If you want, we can help you find your team.
I haven't seen them all day.
You see
Are you sure you don't want to take a
warn
seat?
them.
You know,
No,
he seems to be in a completely and absolute horrible state.
if you see them, just tell them that I already sharpened all the tools and the test, so they don't have to do it.
Okay.
If you're staying by yourself?
Why did you do it by yourself? It's supposed to be a team task.
How did you do it by yourself?
That's also a good
Just
question.
shows her wings. They're all cut up on her legs as well. I did it with my nails.
Alright, hang on a minute. Let's
Oh, no.
Let's get you
As,
sat down and get you some food, alright? I think you might
As he holds onto your wings, you can see that small little pieces of wood are growing onto the tips of Tenebrous' fingers.
Do you like pancakes? Kiki?
It's fine.
Come on, you need to sit down. Relax yourself. Listen, we'll take care of you. You need a...
Kiki, you're tired. Sit down and have a break. You've done a great job.
Come join me.
Come on, take my seat.
You're gone.
She's fast for somebody who's, cut up in the legs and the arms.
need to focus on something else.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Do you think I found you later?
I'm
You
sorry.
would find a moment to talk.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
If I come and find you later,
I heard something about
do you think you would have a moment to talk?
Counselor.
Probably.
Counselor, I don't know what's pronounced.
If you're busy, you can tell me now.
I don't have any plans.
Sometime after announcements. If nothing ends up coming up,
You don't have to come if you don't
I'll
want to.
come look for you.
Okay.
It's outside, where we looked at the town.
Okay.
It's where the list is.
Just as I was thinking of it.
You wanna go? I don't know. You kind of seem a little banged up. Maybe you should take. We can go, but we'll walk slowly. I think that's our best option. We'll walk
Yeah.
slowly. Right. Slow and steady. Do it like me.
Announcements aren't normally this late, are they? It's just because I have new students.
Hopefully not. Slow and steady.
Gigi just went back to her dorm. She's not responding to my calls.
Why'd she go back to her dorm?
I think she doesn't want people worrying about her, and she feels maybe a little guilty that people.
I'm not sure what happened in their side of the mission. I know in my side of the mission we got hammered.
Yeah.
How was
You
it?
don't look good.
How was it, Kristen? I mean, to be honest, I'm pretty sure I was like one of the least banged up. Zuko, Ivian, the guy from Team Aqua.
I understand the buddy system, but maybe I'll find some time alone at the gazebo to think. Sometime after announcements, though.
Anything else left over here? Just got finished cleaning up the area. Don't think there's much more left here, apart from maybe washing down a few tables, but combat based is definitely not gonna happen, considering we have elections and
Yes. We should be having some sort of greeting in this room in the near-term future.
as and when the Chancellor finds his way around. In the meantime, you're all here with the blonde hair and Ruda on the left in the black. They're in a bit of a difficult state. Maybe if you help them out, it's a good chance to make some friends. They may need a little bit of support from yourself as well, particularly young. Would you like me to introduce you, or are you happy to make your own?
I think I can do it, sir.
You can manage that at least. Marvelous. Excellent. Well, in that case, you can look after each other. I shall see you again.
Okay, I'll help them with whatever they need, sir.
I'm glad to hear it. Just so you're aware.
Yes.
Listen, she's very good as well. She was extremely helpful. Make sure that what you're doing is authentic. Good will only go so long. You need to align.
New student.
I understand. Well, hey, what's up? Hi, sorry, I'm one of the new people. I was, got stuck on the boat. Here now. He told me to come help you guys. What's your names?
Guess I'll just.
I'm Gerudo.
Go now.
Wow, Gerudo. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name's Mertex.
It's fine.
New people, right? Yeah. Any idea how you're being started? Oh. Well, you joined just about the right time. As you can tell, but came back from a mission, and well, we didn't really do too great, to say the least. But at least that I saw a lot of people were hurt, including one of the trainees too.
Good morning, Isaac. Shut up. Okay. Is Isaac feeling okay?
I don't know. I haven't seen him since now.
Where are they gone?
Oh.
Let's go and clear out the courtyard full of weeds.
I would like to help someone, maybe someone should.
I was rather entertained, but I'm shaking.
I thought we were gonna do that after.
Yeah, and that's the issue.
That's what Hugo said.
I was
Why is that an
looking for
issue? It's not like I
guys.
killed them yet.
You're still scaring the shit out of them.
So what?
You what something?
Huh?
So what? Come on, it's their
You
first
you
date.
what something?
Oh, I was
Yeah,
just
so
looking
what?
for you guys.
Fresh blood is fresh blood.
Must be
Hmm.
awkward being
Well, there are a bunch of new people, seems like, in the infirmary getting a checkup and general
I looked up too far and I fell.
morning excitement. I don't know.
Her body
Yeah, I think I remember you saying that in the auditorium.
I was sitting and relaxing and getting entertained by people being nervous. That's about it.
It was painful for her,
I see.
but very amusing for me.
Where did Ivy run off to?
I speak the truth.
I don't know.
I speak my truth.
Good question. I think I left before he did.
I found it muted as well, so it's okay.
Hey,
So
that
where to
I didn't see him around, so I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't up reading a book.
depends.
Yeah, could be.
Right, so the courtyard is over just around here, really.
Nope, this sounds like new students are about to arrive. So I would bet money on the bell being pretty soon.
We're not meant to touch those. Those are Bellicosa's private.
Alright, we'll do it on your own time.
Those flowers are she if in her words.
Good morning again.
If you break my things. I will
Morning,
say
morning.
you.
Morning, Isaac.
Oh, okay.
She's very nice any other time, but don't mess with her.
Alright. Come on, everyone. Don't have much time. Alright.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to meet them.
Don't keep the chancellor waiting.
Of course. Yeah.
Big.
Come on.
So big and so.
My body hurts so when I did that.
Stop doing that kind of stuff. Oh, look, two little tiny ones. Look, you got some more friends. You got.
So what do you think?
You got Sarvyra or Sarvyra,
Is that
whatever her
Caleb?
name is.
Did Caleb get shorter?
No, it's not killing.
Just hope they don't.
Wait, is that a blueberry?
I don't know.
Don't call them a blueberry.
Hugo said one looks like a blueberry.
That's a little bit insulting, I can imagine, for them.
Blueberry because of my hair. Like.
They can't hear from all the way over here. Oh, there's Ivy.
Yeah,
I watched him walk in.
Your hair is.
Looks like we're just about finished food and time for the entertainment of the morning.
As you move closer to where he is, you actually rub up against his leg.
What kind of entertainment are we talking about?
We were watching the new people walk.
That's always
And,
fun.
Tenebris and Hugo being entertaining as usual.
Well, I'm already on a good head start since I already kind of know magic.
Fair enough.
Ay,
I may as well point out the offices. Behind me here is the counselor's office. Miss Ami, she's not in today, I think. I could be wrong. I haven't seen her yet.
That's like the second or third person who's
I
been
haven't seen her
meditating
on the
about
list
it this
either.
morning.
Yes, I think she might be sleeping in actually. But that's all right.
By
As
the
the
well.
chancellor, I do also double as a counselor. So if you
Not a
Meet
safe
someone
spot.
and Ami is not available, please feel free to talk to me, alright? That being said, my office is right over there, behind the pillar. Hopefully, start to see it.
and then on the far wall is the headmaster's office.
I know. I know exactly what's up. Hello.
I think Zuko's having luck. Oh, there he goes. Expectation. Major back issues. I mean, after that much damage done to him, yeah, I'd assume so. Probably, yeah.
Take the time you need. Maybe too much reminiscing about the past.
Hmm.
Is this really edition of Captain Rockwood?
Okay.
Hi.
What's
he's
your name?
fixed.
I'm Byron.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
Byron.
himself.
My name's Murtesh. Pleasure to
He
meet you.
just needed to stretch it out, I suppose.
Just got off the boat.
Probably, yeah.
I think a bunch of people will be following shortly. I think the Chancellor's just in the main lobby out there with the rest of them. Be interesting to see how the morning goes. Did you grab any food or anything?
No, by the time I got here, most of the stuff was taken.
If you want, I can grab you something.
Would it be alright? Like, I don't want to dirty anything because they just got done cleaning.
Don't worry about it. Somebody else will have that job after announcement.
Okay. If you say so.
Oh, there they are.
And here they are.
Oh no. More people.
Here's a little bit of something.
Oh my god.
Just flip them upside down or on their side over with the rest of the pile when you're done. And that's all you gotta really do. Somebody else will wash them up.
Oh yeah, this is taking far longer than I was expecting.
Helping out with the new students.
Oh.
Gotta do it sometime.
Maybe you're just short.
Try the next chair in.
I know.
Try the next chair to your right.
I am short. What?
Try the next chair to your right. One of these chairs has a booster on it usually. It's the one on the end over here.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, baby.
Oh yeah, I forgot we have to stand. Oh man, I wanted to sit down.
What?
Getting used to feeling like being in this.
Zuku, if you get tired, you can lean back. It's
Fine.
no, it's fine. Alright, I just wanted to offer.
Oh my goodness.
Sword girl.
What is it?
Case with them too.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
Yeah, no,
That thing on its own looks like it could be a weapon.
She probably uses it as one.
People, I
Wait.
think?
She or he? I don't know.
I think you're in the wrong line there, bud. You're new here, right? I didn't see you on the
Hi,
on the
yeah, I
boat.
don't know where to go.
Can I get you to line up over there with the other people? They haven't been sorted yet.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
All right. We're still missing a couple people.
Murtesh.
Down a few on Lumen, on Aqua.
Cecilia.
That should be fine.
Oh,
I think we do need to be.
Hi.
Yes.
Liz is still alive.
He's sick again.
Ah, I understand. That's fine.
A lot of people.
I understand.
A lot of people are sick right now, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Must be
well,
a seasonal thing.
Time left
okay.
again.
Well,
Oops.
without further ado,
Happened a lot
that's it.
today.
Apologies for the late announcements. And so, as I'm sure you've noticed, we have some new students here.
Yeah, quite a lot of
they
them
will
too.
not be sorted into a team just yet. However, we will be putting them into teams at random, temporarily, just so they can get to know each other, as well as I hope you all to give them a tour of the school. But ultimately today, we're not doing much. Those of you who are injured, please take it easy, continue to recover. There will be no classes yet. Just take it easy for now. But we do have one announcement. Hopefully it's a little bit exciting for you all. By the end of the day, you will all be deciding on your team leaders. So,
Oh no.
There will be a nighttime.
There's not going to be much of a choice for our team, is
When we do so, I expect you all to have come to a decision as to who you want here to be leader. And, yeah, so you have the whole day to decide.
Talk about that. Yeah.
All right. Are there any questions?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir.
Very good. All right.
No,
Well,
sir.
for now then, I'll be dividing up the new students into teams. Again, it's not going to be permanent, so don't get too used to it. There will be a proper sorting ceremony. That's what I'm looking for later on. But for now, where'd my paper go?
What was your name again?
One moment. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to call the new students by name, and then I'm going to tell you what team to go to. When I call your team, can you please, can you please raise your hands just so they know where to go? All right. So, where to go? There it is. All right. Krista Markov. Can you please go to Team Ventus? It'll be your temporary team for now.
Here.
All right. Next up is Murtesh Miyoshumo. Am I saying that right?
Me. Murtesh Miyoshumo.
Very good. Can you go with Team Terra?
Okay. This one.
Over here.
Have our hands
Over
up.
here.
Over there. Oh,
You
okay.
have our hands
It's
up.
the green one. It's the green one.
I missed it. I'm sorry.
Oh, we got two red heads. We're gonna have two Christmas trees again.
Shut up.
You will be going with Team
What's
Aqua
Christmas?
for now.
Generous, I'm calling you the other name you didn't like. If you call me
Where's
that again.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Way in the back, on the other side. There's only one member there for now, for some reason.
Yeah, not much in the way of introductions.
All right. Avi Avadana? No, Avi Avadon. I had an extra A there.
That's
sorry.
me.
Very good. Can you go with Team Stella?
Okay. Which one is that?
We're
Rhea.
raising our hands for a reason.
Oh, okay. Yes, I didn't know.
Cecilia Everton?
Hi.
Very good. Can you go with Team Umbra? Let's see. Lyra Silvers.
Another drawing.
Oh, is she the one? Oh. Very good. Can you go with Team Ignis?
Over here.
That is us back here.
Oh, that's a
Yep,
good one.
over here. Oh, hello.
Hello.
That was loud.
Ellis Dunn? You'll be with Team Lumen. They're right over there. And lastly...
I'm kind of afraid she's gonna smack me with that.
I see.
Well, you mentioned.
Yeah, well, we
You
have
could just
one
tell
extra.
me the color.
Yeah, you'll be
May I
heading
suggest the team at the end of B? It's only two people.
I was thinking the same thing. Yes, can you head to Team Aqua, way on the other end? They're down a few people, so we'll give them an extra. Alright. So, hopefully you all get to know each other fairly well by the end of the day. Again, these are temporary teams. But I hope you all will treat them like friends. Alright.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's about it for announcements. I will, again, notify you all that we are low on provisions, so please ration yourselves out a little bit. We don't want to run out of food too quickly. We're working on getting another shipment, but these things take time. So, for now, just keep it in mind. But, other than that, you are all free to go. Oh, and don't forget about your chores. Still have to do those.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Alright, you're dismissed.
Guess we don't have to do that.
what was it? Ellis?
Lyra, is it?
Let's go show you the dorm so you can lay down the luggage you don't want to carry about, and then we can do whatever after that. Sound good?
Let's go over here.
Alright, the purple crystal right over there, if you just click that'll take you to the dorms.
I can handle it. You go. Sorenfrost. You just heard that.
Is it the pink one or
I
purple
should
one?
prepare myself.
Just a little.
Okay, wasn't the purple one?
Nope. I was wrong. Well, I was wrong, pink.
Sorry, we took the wrong one.
Pink. I'm not quite awake yet.
Can we walk? We can walk if you prefer.
Alright.
Please.
Ivy and Everton borrow blocks.
Yeah, that's what I think. I didn't see him anywhere else, so.
To experience that once a day, that's not going to be something I look forward to.
You get used to it, I promise.
So, let's see. Big landmarks. Trees, ponds, kind of behind what that building that we came in at is through the portals, the kind of like the med bay area. There's like some sort of side gate over there if you're not coming by boat. And up here on the left, we got the arena, which don't really use for too much except for, I guess we had a couple special events there. But nothing too... No, there's nothing really there most of the time. I don't know, I'm not the most talkative one, but I'll try to fill in the gap of time here.
Anything specific I should know not to do or to do while I'm here?
Unless you're given permission by the teachers, try not to go having sword fights and stuff like that. They kind of frown upon students trying to accidentally slice their limbs off. I'm putting it lightly, but... So, like, if you eventually have the chores of, like, sharpening blades and stuff, like, just inside there is the only real exciting thing is they have the grinding wheels in there. And a lot of example weapons that you can use temporarily if you need to. Over here is kind of like the training area. Again, they want people to be really careful and only really use the training weapons when they have somebody look to spot them, essentially. Just like you would spot somebody if you were lifting weights. I know Mr. Neller would put it in a lot darker terms, but I'm trying to be the halfway point between him and Enigma of just don't kill yourself, okay? Hey, kids?
I'm going to assume Mr. Neller is one of the staff.
Oh yes, he's the gloom and doom one. He's a good professor, just don't let him be the one to punish you for anything.
Why not?
Because he's good at it.
He can be a little harsh sometimes.
So there's a few fields and things back there that they're trying to get different crops going and a couple greenhouses and things. And so that's the normal pathway.
Misunderstanding of the greenhouse being actually green on the way
We're gonna take a shortcut because I don't think you want to carry that for longer than you have to. I mean, I wouldn't.
I mean, it's safer in my hands than it is wherever we're going to put it.
Well, I think, Sarvyra, unless you think otherwise, we can let Ellis. Was it? It'll take me a while to remember names. Put it probably downstairs and give her the downstairs room.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll
So that she doesn't have to. At least temporarily, so you don't have to do what other temp nonsense the teachers have. Because although they try to think of all the things and help everybody out, a lot of these arrangements, like living quarters and things, as we... Oh. Hey, there you are.
Hey, Evian.
Our last minute. We're showing Ellis around. Everybody kind of got semi-sorted, and we're just gonna let Ellis, at least temporarily, lock whatever she wants in the downstairs dorm because nobody's using it.
Sounds good.
And then we can go
Hi,
from
I'm
there and
Ian.
figure it out.
So I disappeared. Back there. I had to do something real quick.
No problem. Alright, so matching all the colors. We're the cool gold gang. So that's our dorm here on the left. And then the other not so cool whitish gang is Stella. I mean that's just me. I think we're the better gold.
It's biased because it's your team.
Okay, don't call me out like that. You don't have to. Alright, so everybody else has rooms up on the top floor. There's a bathroom there. I think that's probably what you'll care about. And then over here is the downstairs dorm. And so you can see there's a lock symbol on it. So once you lock it and you take the key from the inside, only you can go in there unless you unlock it for people.
Okay.
I'll go put this side then.
Okay. Gonna grab a drink and some juice or whatever.
So we had patrol today?
Yeah. Tenebris is acting all suspicious, but it seems to be something he's just embarrassed about rather than is actually hiding. Talked to Hugo about it already.
Yeah, I noticed that this morning. He was acting different.
Yeah, he's trying to hide something, not doing a very good job of it, but that's all well and good. Hugo vouched for him, so if we get any troubles because of it, then we can blame Hugo.
Right.
But knowing Mr. Fiss, he isn't unreliable, so. Let's see, what else? Yeah, so we kind of got like a mini breakfasty bar in here. Juice, I guess there are a couple wines for higher up if you can reach them. And not much else. I keep complaining to the teachers that we don't have like because we got like a little fire pit over there, right? But we don't have like the stuff to make s'mores yet. We don't. So I don't know. But maybe eventually we'll get that stuff in. But so yeah.
I don't think s'mores are the highest priority at the moment.
Well, Ivian, if we don't make it a priority or we don't put it on their to-do list, it won't get done. So. I mean, what else are you gonna think about? You gonna think about rats all day long? I'd rather think about s'mores. That's my outlook. Anyway, what was I gonna say, Sarvyra? There was something else important to show around. I guess kind of the lay of the land.
I have to go.
Like, what are you up to this morning?
I'll have to think about rats.
In the library or elsewhere?
Library?
He's not gonna tell me.
Yeah, we have a library.
Oh yeah, so there's like some books and like I guess fiction and some light stuff in here in the dorms, but like all the real good stuff is gonna be up at the main building. I guess we can show you there. You feeling better to teleport, or do you want to walk back?
Well, I suppose I have to get used to it. The more I do it, the more used to it I'll get.
So now that I'm no longer half asleep, the blue one is for main building, the pink one is for here, and the purple one is if you're injured and need to get somewhere to deal with that. I think one of them's by the dock, right, Sarvyra?
Yeah. Let's go by the dock. That's the only one I haven't touched.
So what is it? Professor Bellicosa I haven't seen around recently. I think she still might be traveling, but she does have like if I don't know. Oh, I guess we should talk about if you have any like skills or anything to help me focus where tell you which books might be interesting to you. Because like if you have magical-ish abilities, Bellicosa's books might be interesting to you. Otherwise, the rest of the stuff is in the library. Oh, you're an avid reader. Or artist. Nice.
Can,
well,
summon a rose. About all I can do.
Well, you got plenty of flowers here for inspiration, but not that I'm particularly talented in that way myself. Alright. What is Ivian? Is that Ivian?
Yes?
The team member seems rather suspicious.
I think he's just still thinking about the situation we went through the other day. He'll be okay.
And what situation is that?
We went down under the school basically and had to deal with some pests, to put it lightly.
Yeah. Man, he did it over here too. Look.
Did Byron teleport?
He did it over here too. Baron? Yeah, Isaac. He just put his name there.
It always makes me a little dizzy though.
I think he did.
Just ignore that. He's.
Sorry, her just.
There you are, Sarvyra. Don't worry about it. Take a deep breath. We can grab water if you need, but.
Thank God. I'll be fine.
Alright.
You needed to teleport in a few years.
So the classrooms are mostly just this hallway here for the different professors, and I'm sure the chancellor showed you, counselor and stuff like that along there. But if you're into magical book reading, whatnot, I don't have much use for it, but in this classroom, you can rummage through some better magic books and stuff. Just you're not allowed to take them out of the room. Same thing for the library. You can read all you want all day long. Just keep them in the library. That's about it. And the library is basically just keep going up until you see books.
Easy to remember, I suppose.
I'm sorry?
Easy to remember, I suppose.
Yep.
Hey, Byron, did you see where Ty went? I just saw him here. I wanted to ask him how Kiki was.
I forget if he was out front or if I saw him by the dorms. I don't recall. I saw him a few moments ago, but I forget where. I've been walking around.
Okay, I'll catch him around then.
Alrighty.
The rest of the tour. This is the library.
Oh, is that?
So there's a little bit of a garden in there too, if you like different sorts of useful plants as well as flowers, along with some of the cleaning supplies. And then as we go upwards, there's a couple water fountains.
Are you okay? I saw that. You just kind of fell.
Oh, there you are.
Hey, sorry, I was just reading this. We can go out now. It's fine.
Oh, yeah. I'll check on him once we're done with the tour, I promise.
So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then there's like a roof, so you can kind of get up to the second floor from here. There's inside ladders, and then around the back there's the easier entrance to get up to the third floor.
Yarrow. Okay. Thank you, Yarrow.
Kind of like a little book nook, and there's some cushions and things up there, or there's tables above your head.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you, Yarrow.
So there's plenty of room to make yourself comfortable around here. But you kind of lucked out because Lumen's job today is basically to roam around and generally patrol things. So as long as you're generally keeping an eye on things today, you don't really have too much to do.
It's easy enough.
It seems easy enough, right, Sarvyra?
I'll probably take the opportunity to draw up a map of the school grounds.
Roof access up here?
First week or so, the patrol routes were a little rough. Anyway, that's a story for another time. How goes it? What was your name again? I don't think I remember.
I don't think I got yours. My name's Jack.
My name's Byron.
Byron?
Nice to meet you.
Byron?
Byron.
Nice to meet you. Byron. Oh,
Yes.
Byron. Okay. Okay. What was your name? One more time.
Alice.
Ellis. I'm probably gonna forget, to be honest. I'll stick with Sword Girl for a while. Thank you, Ellis. Nice to meet you, Byron.
Yep. I guess something happened while you're walking around? Getting your introductions this morning?
He's very adamant about getting everyone's introductions when we were being shown around.
Gotcha. I think I'm gonna go probably roam around out front somewhere. Not really sure what I need to be keeping an eye on this morning. Yeah. I mean, what is it? We did have the buddy system in place the other day, so I don't know, Sarvyra, if you want to stick with Ellis, and you want me to go find up Ivan, or I think things are kind of loosened up a little bit, so you should be free to roam around however you choose.
Whatever's
I
easier.
think they wanted us to stick together anyway. Alright, in any case, I'm gonna grab some water and go walk around.
Right.
Let me know if you have any better ideas.
I guess you're just free to do whatever you want now.
I suppose I'll just explore then. Thank you for showing you around.
Of course. Ellis. I gotta remember that. Let's see. There's a book about yarrow flowers I read before. I'm so bored.
Yep, here we go.
There you go.
Cattails. I haven't seen this one yet.
I like your blue eyes.
Thank you.
Oh.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Elis. Good morning. Ellis? Ellis, right. Do you remember me?
I couldn't forget even if I wanted to.
I'll see you around then. Just giving me a tour and everything.
I won't.
Wait, weren't you paired up with someone?
We're going.
Chancellor,
Chose.
Abraham?
Oh. Okay. Sorry. I'll see you around then.
You can eat the core. Interesting.
She's very quiet.
Mm-hmm.
But I like her.
A lot of people here fairly quiet.
Well, most of your squad does seem quiet. I don't mean to pry all that much, but I've seen a lot of things
Interesting. They look strangely like a food I've seen before, but I don't know the name of it. A fairly short book. Probably in that book I saw about yarrow flowers, it was just a general book. Maybe I'll go up to the top floor, see what's up there. This is where I thought I was supposed to be. Wrong one. I'll just go do my own thing, I guess. I wonder if anyone's at the gazebo. Maybe I'll stick around there for now. I should stay with Alice, though, especially after what we faced. I don't know if the buddy system is still in effect, but it's not a good idea to leave anyone alone. Unless it's of their own accord. I won't bother them then. Seems like they're already gone. That's fine.
Are you from Team Stella?
Why?
I'm looking for Soren.
I don't care what someone is.
Ah. All right, good talk. All right.
He seems like he's in a awful mood today. I wonder what's got him down. Maybe I'll get Yarrow on my way.
No weed left unturned.
Try like harder. Instead of hitting, try like slashing. Try going like this.
Oh, I haven't seen you before.
Hello.
Hello there.
What's
your name?
Sarvyra. And yours?
David, Strongarm.
It's nice to meet you. I assume you're one of the new students.
Yes, I am, actually. Been just looking for Soren, but cannot seem to find him anywhere.
Soren? Is that...
Wait a minute. I know this may be rude, but your arm right there, is that technology?
Yeah.
If I may, it's actually really cool looking.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of, I have quite a interest in, tech like that, considering I have a motorized sword right here. It extends and stuff. It's pretty cool. I've been trying to modify it, but I don't quite know what I'm doing with it, which is why I'm kind of learning, but I saw that, and I was very interested in that. That's
Really cool.
Thank you.
So is it like a replacement of like a limb you lost, or?
Yeah, something like that.
Ah, I see. I won't pry then. I respect it.
Thank you.
But, nice meeting you, but, do you happen to know where Soren is?
If you give me a description of what they look like, I might know. I don't know.
Black
who Soren
hair,
is.
blue eyes, big round shield, apparently.
No, I don't think I've seen them.
Ah, very well. Thanks anyway.
Good luck on finding them.
And again, really cool arm you got there.
Thank you. A bit abrupt. Okay. Interesting. Well, hope he finds Soren. I think with that description I know who he's talking about, but I think these are the ones I've been looking for. It's a good jar. That's great. Now, Sarvyra said she wanted to meet, but I don't know when she wanted to. Send after announcements. Maybe I'll see her. She'll see me. Probably just let her run up to me, honestly, if she has the time. I don't know what she's doing today, but I know I'm not busy other than the patrol. But what it sounds like is that we're all gonna go our separate ways instead of sticking as a team. Ivan seemed upset at the mention of the rats, though. I can imagine he would. He was already that way when one was in the storage room. Now that he's gone down there, bet he feels even worse. I hope he's okay. The others don't know what he had to go through. Some of us are just downplaying the situation. Sensitive topic nonetheless. He could have died. It's probably traumatic for him. I was lucky enough to get out of there with wounds not as severe. Keep myself out of the fight as much as possible so that I can remain well enough to heal the others with first aid and magic. That doesn't excuse the fact that I still need to learn how to fight. But it's a start. At least I'm useful in some way. he just... Okay. Wonder if I go by, if I can see one of those leaves fallen, so that I can try it and preserve it, add it to my collection. Wonder what kind of trees those are. They're everywhere. I think that's why they call it rosewood, because of the leaves. Or, no, it was the headmaster's last name. A little convenient, though. Tired. Okay, ping is still good. student, I think. I wonder how the new students are faring. One with the red hair. What was it? David? Seemed interesting. Alice is quiet. And I haven't met any of the others. And that's earlier. She'll meet up eventually. Ivan? Maybe? I can't tell who that is. They're too far. Sorry, my cat is here. just walk for now. Nothing better to do anyway. Maybe I'll go down that path. I haven't been up there yet. I forgot to get the leaf. I'll get it next time.
Oh. Hey,
Hello?
Sarvyra.
Um,
Sarvyra said she was looking for you and was headed towards the library.
oh,
I figured I should let you know.
Thank you.
I don't know if you want to head to a teleport. What was it? You said something about medicine or something the other day?
Yeah, she wanted to know about first
When
aid.
you're talking with her? Alrighty. Well. Let's see what Ivan's up to.
Okay, so if I head towards main building, I should bump into her. There's Alice. I won't take a teleporter just in case she's walking back, but I'll be fine. I'll probably bump into her. I swore I saw someone else with her at the time, though.
I didn't say anything. I just said,
well, whatever you're not saying, you need to be careful because we remember your time with Tenebris. Now, come on.
What do you mean? Wait, excuse me?
Not just Tenebris. Not just.
Oh, well. What do you mean not excuse me?
Oh, okay.
Don't bring kids. Excuse me?
You're right.
Hello? Someone said you were looking for me.
Right.
Told you my plan worked.
It only worked because you were sent here. Walk with me?
Works every time.
Sure.
I don't know how you would like to... I suppose that's not a good place to start. I don't know if you've ever taught someone else medical first aid. But I would like to preface by saying that,
What were you gonna say? Finish your sentence.
I'm just willing to learn whatever you know, I guess.
That's fine.
I'm not expecting, doctor grade first aid or anything fancy, although I don't doubt that you could be capable of those sorts of things. But whatever you know, specifically the salve that you had the other day, I've been particularly interested in.
I'm sure that's fine.
I wanted to know the ingredients again, and where you found them, so that I could perhaps forage on my own, so that I don't have to rely on you all the time. I got my first set of bandages from the doctor this morning after announcements. So I'm covered there. He kind of showed me the basics of wrapping a wound of a large size, particularly around the torso area.
Right.
But if you are aware of other methods, or if there is a better way for smaller wounds, or... I'm sorry, I'm rambling, I just...
No, it's okay.
I'm a little excited. And I hope that I can prove my worth to this team, and first aid is one of them, because you don't need magic to do it. At least not always. So, I suppose we'll start with the salve, if you're willing. Just anything you know, and where to find the plants.
Well, for starters, with that white powder I made you put in my wound, it's yarrow. You ended up giving me some when you asked originally. It acts...
It looked familiar.
It acts as a sort of... It almost absorbs the blood, keeping it from coming through out of the wound. It just slows the bleeding outside of the wound.
Alright.
And that is these. They simply need to be crushed up and then placed directly inside of the wound.
Alright, just the flower crushed up, nothing more.
Yeah, just the petals.
And it works like, like a suture, but without
kind
actually mending. It stops the bleeding.
Yeah.
I suppose, kind of like a health potion. Well, no, health potions don't stop bleeding. I understand. Put it in the wound. Stops the bleeding.
I
For
mean,
now, I guess. It's not permanent. If you leave it in too long, can it get infected?
I'm sure you'd have to leave it in for a very long time. It's not recommended that you leave this in for longer than a day or when you get a bandage change next. But it can be put in fresh.
Alright. I will keep this location in mind for the yarrow plant. I won't pick any yet. I don't have anywhere to store them, but... Do they need to be fresh, or can you just have them?
If you're using full petals, they have to be fresh, but if you have crushed up the petals and found a way to preserve them, then they last longer.
And do you have a way to preserve them, or is that still up in the air at the moment?
It is a little up in the air. I've settled on using a jar, but I have to get fresh ones every day until I find a way to actually preserve them.
So then, holding or preparing them before a mission, is that fresh enough? Would they last a few hours?
They would. I actually took some on the mission and I prepared them the night before.
Okay. That's good to know. We never know when we'll be going back in or what other crazy things they'll have us do, so...
Of course.
Okay. Their lifespan. Got it.
There weren't very many from what I found, but I also have one called soapwort, and it kind of looks like this, except purple. And normally I'd find them over by the dorms, but I don't know if I saw any today. And it just... With soapwort, if you crush it up and mix it in with water, then it turns into soap. It's like a disinfectant almost. But it's kind of like quick for last minute scenarios.
So, water then, and the plant crushed up.
Yeah.
Is there a better way to crush it up? Like, what did you use? I can't imagine that you would have access to a mortar and pestle like the doctor does. Can you just use your hands, or?
I'm sure it's possible to use your hands. If it's easier, I find that getting a rock and washing it off, and then finding like maybe a cup or something in your dorm, you can crush it up that way too.
Soren might have my head if I use one of his cups, but maybe I can find one on my own. That isn't his.
I've heard that name like 3 times today. I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's a team leader of ours, Team Stella, the black-haired one. If you've ever seen him around, I suppose he's becoming quite known around campus for knowing quite a bit about magic. Silver shield. Blue eyes.
Okay. Alright. Actually, I did learn about one other plant, but it's not really used for medical purposes. But if you'd like to know about it.
Of course. I'll take whatever you're willing to give me.
So I was kind of thinking, since we're low on food supplies, there are actually these plants over here. I read about them in the library, and they're called cattails. And if you
Yeah.
It says So the core. You can actually eat it.
Have you ever had them before?
Nope. I can't swim.
Oh, there's some on the shore over there. You want to grab one?
I mean, I don't need them right now.
I want to try one.
Okay.
They're like, plant corn dogs.
This is my favorite.
They're not poisonous.
When I read about them in the book, they didn't say they were. I mean, they said they were edible, but you have to take the seeds off it first.
Do I break it off then?
I think so. It didn't really say how to remove it. It just said it was edible. I wouldn't try eating the seeds, though. They kind of explode.
That sounds terrifying, and I don't know if I want this in my mouth anymore.
Wait, no, not an actual explosion. It's just like it's almost like cotton. And there's just a lot of it compressed.
I'll save this for later. Midnight snack. Oh, actually, I grabbed a vial. Don't tell anyone. But I was gathering supplies for a utility build of my own. I noticed that you have a pouch similar. I suppose I would like to take after a mentor. And I've begun gathering supplies for a belt of my own. I don't think it'll look as good on me as it does on you, but we'll make it work. Really doesn't get caught on my shield, but
I mean, I'm sure whatever you've gathered will work just fine.
I'm looking forward to showing you my handiwork, considering this is something I'm going to have to make on my own. Do you need any supplies? Do you need anything at all? You're going out of your way to teach me these things, and I'd like to give back however I can.
I'm sure if something comes up and I can't go out of my way to get it, I will come to you, but as of right now, I don't have anything.
Alright, well, I trust that if you do think of something, that you'll let me know.
I will certainly try.
Well, I won't, keep you any longer, then. I'm sure you've got a team to get back to and take care of.
Something like that.
Can walk with you back to the main grounds if you'd like.
Probably. I'm not sure if the buddy system is still in place, but better safe than sorry.
How are your wounds healing up?
They're healing fine. You did well on the wrap.
Good, I'm glad. And your teammate? He wasn't looking so good the last I saw him, but he seems to be on his feet today.
He is. It's kind of hard to tell. I haven't really spoken to him much today. He seems on edge.
He was the one that was threatened, right?
Yeah.
I can't imagine being sent in the sewers after something like that. It makes plenty of sense for him to be on edge.
Of course.
Especially considering the problem hasn't been solved yet.
It's... He did sign up. He insisted.
Well, if we go back in, I'll be sure to go this time. There's no point in sending the injured, and I already regret my decision.
There's been a few people saying that. If you do end up going, good luck. I will be here waiting.
I promise to come back unscathed. One less body to mend. Yeah. Let's find one of yours. I don't want to leave you by yourself.
Okay.
Guess they found each other. Alright.
I have no idea where they might be.
Well... Let's check the main building, and if they're not there, then maybe the dorm area?
Well,
possibly.
Naturally, some people, but
do you know where they like to spend their time?
They're kind of everywhere, all the time. They don't really rest in one place.
I notice you're alone quite a bit. Is that a preference, or are you having troubles with your team as well?
I'm not having troubles with my team. It's just they kind of go off on their own, and I'm not the best at talking to other people. So I go off to do my own thing. But I'm not complaining.
I understand. I'm not one for words either, and perhaps if you were anyone else, I wouldn't be talking as much as I am. Perhaps not the library.
Are you having troubles with your team? If it's not too much of a personal question.
Well...
It's okay if you don't want to answer.
It's just... I guess it's a harder question than I thought it would be.
Oh, Alien?
And we can talk about it another time.
One to ask, I saw you, Mr. Nether, talking,
I'll leave you here then.
There's nothing to worry about.
Have a good one.
Everything's fine.
You too.
You sure? You sound a little,
Yes, absolutely. Could you please not stop right in front of the door? Really?
Well, I just wanted to make sure. If you need anything, you can talk to me. You sure you're okay?
Yes. Yes. I need to go and see where Hugo and Krista went off to.
Oh, I just saw them.
Okay.
Oh, you did, David?
I did, yes.
Oh.
They were in the, last time I, saw them, Hugo was actually, leaving the training grounds looking for you. To see,
okay.
how you're doing.
Catch him on the pass. Thank you.
Are you doing alright?
Training grounds. If I go to the dorm room...
Stretching there?
Oh, hey, Sophia.
Are you feeling alright?
Yeah?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just
you
got
feeling
worried
anything?
earlier. No. I was just a little concerned.
Nothing to be concerned about. Just wasn't really feeling up at the moment.
That's understandable. Hello again.
Hello.
David, I believe.
Yes, that is my name, David. David Strongarm.
I could see why.
Gee, whatever could it be? Could it be the giant sword on my back?
Everybody can guess my name.
I couldn't tell you.
Well, it's worth a shot. I'm Ivy and Sarvyra.
I've met her. With your cool arm.
Thank you.
Man, there really is nothing to do today, is there?
Fortunately not. I was gonna try to walk on the perimeter of the school grounds one more time before the sun sets. You know, just get my cardio in, if you know what I mean.
I'll probably just do a quick little run around the building in there. Mainly to make sure that no pests appear. Even though the teachers got it, I want to feel useful.
Didn't we have to
hear
patrol
that.
anyway?
Oh, I actually finished a quick patrol an hour ago, I believe.
Alright, I've only been in one area, and that was back behind the mountains over there.
That cave over there looked pretty sketchy, but I was told to stay away from it, so I did.
It's actually quite nice. The little cave with the alcove and the little meadow behind it, the waterfall.
I don't think I've ever seen
It's quite a peaceful place to relax, except for that ominous-looking cave entrance with the. It's really weird. Yeah.
Cave entrance. I know what you're talking about. I saw it a few times actually. The one that kind of hides until it's like the perfect. It's I used to go down there a few times and well, not in the cave, but it may be a cave, I believe. It's the light kind of plays odd tricks. It could just be like a smaller enclosure.
Okay. Interesting.
Don't think it's an actual cave though.
But yeah, I guess I'll just do a quick patrol in there, then probably take a look at that cave again. Anyway, you all have fun doing your patrolling.
I'll do.
I'm gonna go take a walk, alright?
Alrighty then.
notice anything weird with Tenebris today?
Yeah,
He was
couple
acting odd
times.
when I spoke with him.
Yeah, I saw that. He seems like anxious or something. I hope he's okay.
Me too.
Are you okay?
It's getting better.
Teleportation sickness?
Takes a bit to get used to, I know. Yeah.
Third time. It's that was better. It was better. It wasn't better. Okay.
From what I know,
Sorry.
I think this might help. From Nilo, but from what I know, excuse me, most of it just comes from the vertical, from teleporting from one place to another. Maybe try closing your eyes. Excuse me.
My eyes.
Try closing your eyes and
Right.
Don't hold your breath. That also helps.
Oh. Okay. Thanks.
No problem.
Have you seen another Viking around?
Not recently.
Okay. Curious about where she went. She seems very, well, optimistic. I don't know. She just seems like the person to accidentally get in over her head, I guess. Hi, I'm Jackson.
Oh,
nice to
meet
meet
you. I'm Ivian.
Ivian? Is that what it was?
Ivian.
Ivian.
It's a strange name to some people.
What team are you guys in?
Lumen. I'm Sarvyra.
Lumen? Oh, you're the ones patrolling today.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Haven't seen anything yet, so that's good.
And, how was that? Well, if you don't mind me asking, how bad was the fight?
Not great.
Wasn't successful, but we got a few.
If the school was hit again, do you think they could handle it? Based on defenses.
It's kind of hard to tell.
You just have to hope for the best. Expect the worst.
It's a good proverb to live by, yeah. Your friend with that the tall one with the big shield.
Yeah.
Right? Do you know what her shield's made of?
No.
Oh. Okay. I'm just personal interest. Never seen material like that before.
It is unique.
Well, if you two don't mind, I'm gonna go get another drink of water. The doctor said I should probably keep my hydration up.
Lumen. Just who I was hoping to see.
Evening.
Yep.
I'm sorry,
Good evening, sir.
Neophyte. I don't suppose you can make your way back to the dorms or wherever else unaccompanied. I have reason to talk to these two.
Yes, sir.
Very good. You two, to my classroom, if you would.
Yes, sir.
Ah, and young Byron has joined us as well. Good to see, good to see. Well, Lumen,
I have a
disaster
sixth
has
sense
struck.
for these sort of things.
Not too long ago, I stood in front of you at this very classroom, and I posed you a little bit of a scenario. A situation, if you will, whereby pirates snuck into the grounds using cargo crates. There are cargo crates on the ground right now. What is your defense? We will start with Sarvyra. Sorry, I never can quite say your name correctly.
It's okay. I had an idea. It was basically just simple to just check the crates, but of course if that wasn't going to work because there would be people inside of them, then keep them locked in one room until we basically force them to come out.
I see. What you're describing there very much sounds like a preventative measure to me. Some form of quarantine or routine check. Well, in this scenario, they've had the best of us. The guard has been dropped. Routine has not been followed, as is so often the case. And they are upon us. These crates have been shipped to different areas of the school, as and where they are needed. Does your answer change then?
I'm sure it would, but off the top of my head, I don't have an answer anymore.
I see. There we go. In that case, sorry, I do forget your name.
Ivian, sir.
Ivian, yes. Apologies, many new names, many new faces, and I've never been slow at this point. So, how would you go about resolving this crisis?
Well, it would depend on how far the crisis has gone, sir. As in, are they keeping other students in the same facility to contain them, or have they really...
They've just broken out, and an attack has been launched. People are panicking. They have come to ask you, what should we do? What do you need to know? What do you need to find? How do you organize the men? This is not, in any combat situation, a well-planned event. This is a crisis. People are confused. What is the plan?
First, I would find a secure location to create a sort of like crude operation of like a home base for the, available students and staff. Then I would most likely discover where exactly the pirates are going, what exactly they're doing, etc. by using possible scouts, such as the stealth mission we did to explore these sewers a few days ago. And then I'll most likely see if it's possible to either overthrow them using sheer force, but if they're too powerful, we will most likely discover a alternate route of escaping to a safer, rendezvous point.
I see. I want to quiz you on that point. So the first thing that you would do is find a secure holding spot. Is that correct?
Correct, sir. Yes, sir.
I see.
Somewhere in the forest,
How would
maybe.
you identify this holding spot?
A good lookout to make sure no one's coming from either direction, and somewhere that it even took us a while to locate.
Do you have a place in mind?
There's an outlook in the forest, looking over the castle, and that might be a good spot to start.
I see. A place that a cargo crate is not likely to be just delivered. Is a place that's likely to be devoid of these pirates. I see. So people have come to you. Things have broken out. You're in command. How do you tell everybody about this plan? There are some who are in the infirmary, who may be weak, who may be otherwise engaged in locations we are not aware, taking a tour of the walls in the library, reading a book, unaware of what's going on. You have run off into the woodlands, the forest. How are they factored into this plan?
Well, I think I'll just it would be chaotic, but I would probably just try to if it's just me who made it to the woodlands, as you said, probably just bring them in as small a group as possible. Maybe start somewhere small, like the infirmary, and then once we get enough numbers, try to figure out if the others are in a safer place, or we should not risk the. If it's just me, sir, I would probably just sneak in as best I could.
I see. Some of your colleagues are 8-9-foot tall dragons. I can't see such a plan working for them, do you? So do we let them die?
Well, of
course. Do we take care of it
um,
ourselves? What's the plan here? You've gone out into the forest. There's no teleportation network immediately available in the forest, and you can be sure that there would be others coming towards or from the ships. You're seceding our teleportation network to the enemy. Further, you have abandoned the castle, the thing specifically built to confine and push away threats. They have run of the grounds. You've gathered them all in one place. At least those that you can reach. And the rest of them are left pretty much for dead, wouldn't you say?
Yes, sir.
I see. Very good. Byron, you have a position of advantage, having heard the feedback on the other points. How would you change Ivian's plan? What would you do differently?
Well, you've given me 2 different hypotheticals here. So I'll start with the first one that was
to go
set
away
in class.
and create a plan, and you have decided instead that you are going to change your plan on the spot. Interesting. Further interesting that you all have different plans, so if Lumen was in command, nobody would know what the hell was going on.
Well, given the hypothetical that you had in class, it was... You don't know if some incoming is going to be friendly or foe. So my immediate reaction to that is have a pattern that makes it explicit every single time that that's just what you do to determine that it's safe to bring this onto the island.
I see. So it seems that someone was at least listening when I described what a tactic was. Good. And what would this tactic be in response to such a threat?
Okay, so I'll detail that first, and then I'll take your second assumption that they've already gotten past that later. So the first assumption was, if you're given a box and you don't know what's in it, and you don't want to come up and potentially get within stabbing range of the box, how can you determine if the box is safe or not? Well, my first thought is to, like, if like the kitchen ever gets like all smoked up because somebody burnt something, you end up coughing and having to get out of there. Well, I wonder if, like, we have a building that's almost right on the docks, if you could just stick a box into a room and have a convenient fireplace right nearby and smoke it up for a minute or two and see if somebody's in the box or not, while you still have guards around that are escorting it.
An interesting idea, to be sure. I'm sure that our delivery of clothes and everything will be well done for smoke damage, but at least breathing organisms without any form of filtration will be forced to cough somewhat. Crates are usually low to the floor. The ceiling in that building is high. The amount of fire you would need to be able to smoke them out in that in space would be, well, the damage it would cause would far outweigh the practicality of the situations. But no, it's at least a thought. Could you see that there is some degree of ideas there?
That's assuming we don't try to retrofit like a small little storage side into it that is just for sticking the smoke box in. But aside from that, let's go on and let's say they've already gotten the best of us per se, right? The best thing that we could really defend or run some sort of operation from is where, like you said, we have some sort of visibility, but also importantly, we have control of our own movement, right? They can't trap us. So if we have more ways to get out than they have to get in, that gives us some strength by default.
I see.
So there is one building that has that sort of advantage. It happens to be that the castle has a teleporter on the inside, and it has doors, and it has high vantage points, and specifically this first floor area has a lot more ways out than it does in.
Correct.
So something of that nature. And we already happen to have a couple interesting items in the auditorium, such as spells that we all know that we should be aware of something.
Correct. A point that your colleague appears to have overlooked. Very good, Byron.
And so we have a couple options with those bells. If we don't want people in the building because we're trapped and we know that they'd get trapped coming to us, we can signal for them to go to the infirmary or somewhere outside the building. Or if we want them to go to where we know we have strength inside the building, we can trigger the bell to get to the auditorium.
Correct.
And if they can't, then we know what sort of areas that they're controlling.
I see. One point, Byron. In this massing of people, there is a teleporter out of the main hall, but there is not a teleporter in to the main hall. The closest teleporter for that is outside the main building. So, how do you ensure that that remains open? And that you are not splitting your force in twain at the outset?
It's very interesting how the floor immediately above us here immediately looks over that teleporter and can immediately guard it from within a wall.
Correct.
And
So
only the people we let only the people we let in the doors can come in the doors from the teleporter.
Yes, very good. So you use the upper level to secure the teleporter. Further, the upper level is unlikely to have had things delivered to it so urgently, purely because it would be difficult to get something up a flight of stairs if it did indeed have manned bodies inside it. Something would have more likely been noticed. Fair enough. So you have gathered your forces. But now what's the plan?
So, the first thing is to always collect information. And simply by knowing where everybody's been coming from, and since we've been gathered, we A, have people, manpower, and B, we have some sort of information, and we know where the lack of information is. Where did people not come from? So those are two very important things, first of all. And then we can structure a way to either surround or divide and conquer our enemies based on that information.
Do you think that's efficient?
I'm not sure if efficient
You've
is
summoned
the question
everyone
I would
to the
ask
main hall,
myself.
and the first thing that you've done when people are going lumen, what do? Is you have said, let's have a big conversation about what everyone knows. Do you need to have information from everyone in order to scour the grounds methodically?
I think the question I would be asking myself is, how are the people taking advantage of the ones they've captured? I don't know if I think I have like 2 minutes to figure out roughly
Who
as
do you
people come in the
ask
door.
as to what's going on? Who is the most valuable person to ask questions in this scenario? Anyone? No? Nobody?
If you wish to.
Nobody would think that the person who raised the alarm might be the person best suited if you were to narrow down a conversation from 40 people to just 2 or 3. Okay?
Yes.
Very good. So, you gather everybody in the main hall, and then you create a plan from there. That is not a preset tactic, Byron. That is, gather everybody together and then figure out the plan. Nonetheless, whilst it's fair to say that you as a team as a whole have roundly failed this exercise, purely based on the fact that you all have such completely different answers, it is good to see that people are in fact thinking. Do better in future, Lumen. You are dismissed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, is the door difficult for you?
Right.
So, Arvian, the next professor's task. Do you want to perhaps chat about that?
Let's wait on that one.
That's precisely why our quote-unquote strategy wasn't accepted, was because we waited to talk.
I'm sorry, Byron. I was busy being underground attacked by swarms of rats.
Perhaps then you wish to talk while you let out some punches on the test dummies over in the training ground? Actually be productive with your mind and your hands? If just talking isn't productive enough? Alrighty then.
Hello, guys. Hello.
Hello.
Find anything interesting exploring?
I accidentally managed to catch the eye of one of the teachers.
Yeah.
I believe said Kai was his name.
Oh, was that the stealth professor with the daggers on his belt? Dark suit I think he's wearing today?
Yeah. Rolled to invisible.
Yeah, that's the one. What did he have to say?
Well, he complimented my blade, which is nice.
That's good. Oh, what was
Stockman's from Miss Janella.
Oh, he's in there right now, but it's best to here. Let's sit down and chat over here on the sofas. Yeah, he wasn't too happy about our studious nature just then, but whatever. I mean, that's what happens when you change the premise on people, right, Sarvyra?
Yeah, something like that.
Give an assignment and then change the exact question when he goes to ask it. But Oh well, I assume he wanted people to think on their feet anyway. I didn't want to go blabbing my mouth too much or get it whacked off.
But if the question changes, then how are you supposed to answer it?
Well, that's the point. Everything changes, always in battle. You don't swing at a you don't swing at just a straw dummy every time, do you?
No.
Do you hope to spar people that move? No. He's moving the goalpost. Just like real battle would be.
Understandable.
Although he's not so, although he never puts it quite so nicely.
No.
Oh yeah, Sarvyra. You're still, roughly doing some patrolling, right?
Yeah.
Stay in the library. Or thereabouts. Stuff might go down later.
What do you mean?
I won't say too much right now, because the walls have ears, but... Or maybe I am those ears in the walls, but...
No, I definitely understand where you're coming from. I'm not exactly one to not eavesdrop.
Yep. It's one of my skills. Or detriments.
Depends on the situation.
Well, oh, there we go.
I think that's for the team leaders.
Yep. If we get tied, do we just echo what Grimm said the other day when we had the discussion?
Probably.
Okay. I'm not sure if there's too much for you to do, Ellis, because you're not technically with us, but whatever. We'll see how it goes if the teachers decide otherwise.
Did we ever get a solid vote on who we wanted?
The one, like the second day or something like that, and then I tried to reconfirm us the other day before the mission, but nobody really wanted to talk about stuff other than the mission.
Yeah. My vote stands.
Byron? Yeah, so I don't look like a Byron. There you go.
I would like to say that LeFron went to bed early. He was quite tired today.
Ah, I see. Did
That
he
doesn't sound
at
like
least
a
put a
cookie.
vote in for who he wants as captain?
Yes, he did.
I didn't think you could make a
Okay,
cookie
good.
with
We'll get to
garlic,
that
but
when we
apparently
through the
Kiki managed.
Was it?
Hey, she gave me one.
No.
Hey,
It got away when I asked for a cookie tenebris with
Oh, Sarvyra, about what I said earlier.
Are you
Butterflies.
nervous about? Are you nervous about the team, Captain?
I kind of need to be before.
You know what's keeping the others safe?
Everything went okay. Wait, did you manage to find the person that you were looking for?
We'll take her.
She made a lot of different flavors. You'd have to ask Kiki.
Okay.
The students, but
Lenjack, how was your day?
We'll figure something out. I promise.
Oh, sorry. Yuki, did you want to speak with me?
There's just not a lot of people around. Considering the amount of defenses that need to be covered.
She gave me a cookie about 10 minutes ago.
Alright, I was looking around seeing if I could find some stragglers. I wanted to communicate it, but I couldn't find anyone.
But I can't find her.
Thank you, I appreciate it nonetheless.
How was your day?
You want me to still go and look around for stragglers, or?
Oh,
More or less the last we heard was when she was delivering those cookies.
She left us to more or less do that. So
He's probably just got caught up in trying to find people, and
And you, Alice,
I'll leave it up to you. If you want to go find
maybe
the last
she just
couple of things, then
got a little sidetracked.
definitely gonna get
so
lost
be it.
here.
If not,
You know, we really must get some
What is your weapon?
chairs installed up here or something.
It's a sword.
I was thinking the same thing.
It extends when I.
All right.
Who's playing?
You can start the lecture, and I'll look around for some of the students.
Is it right to announce them without all of them here?
Wouldn't it be the same weight no matter
We're going
what,
to
even if it's
postpone
extended?
Team
It's easier to
Aqua.
handle in its normal state.
Team Ignis is down
Center
here
of
as
gravity
well,
would be
but
different.
That's only sensible, I suppose.
I wonder if there's something behind all that.
Team Ignis, we will continue.
We have the
They've
votes.
already made their
Did you
vote.
make it yourself?
Team Terra, I should check with.
Now,
Terra?
Used to be my sister.
Yeah.
But she
have
decided
you?
the town did.
I know you're missing a few members at the moment. Have you come to a decision together already, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Very good.
Rose.
In that case.
Yeah. Rose came to the same
No, go ahead.
conclusion, so.
All right. Very good. In that case, I think it's time to begin. So unfortunately, those of you who have just arrived, your attendance here is appreciated, but you'll just have to sit tight for now. The rest of
Your attendance here is expected as part of this institution.
You know what I mean. The rest of you, I hope you've all given much thought as to who you want to represent your team. I know it's been quite the hectic first couple of days, but getting a structured level of power is a first step to making things less hectic. So, let's go down the line here. Team Ventus, who is your team captain?
We lost Kiki. We were hoping to speak with her, but can't
Well,
find her right now.
3 out of 4 is still the majority.
Yeah.
So
in
we
that
will continue
case,
without her.
We've elected Tao as our leader.
Very good. Congratulations, Tao. Very good. Well, then on to Team Umbra.
Woo!
Have you come to a decision?
Yes, sir. Kai. We want Kai to be our leader.
Oh, excellent bloody start.
Very good. Congratulations, Kai. All right, Tara, you're next.
Tenebris. Myself.
All right. Very good.
Rose would vote the same way.
Rose feels the same way. We've discussed this prior when she wasn't sick. And we've come to the conclusion Tenebris is our best choice.
I'm glad to hear that. Team Stella, how about you?
They voted me as team leader.
I see. Well, congratulations, Soren. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Team Lumen.
Woo!
Yeah! That's my friend! Yeah! I'm so proud!
Please calm down. Please calm down. We still have to finish the rest of the teams.
Sarvyra.
All right, Team Lumen.
Over here.
You're up.
I believe when we last talked, I was nominated.
All right.
If there are no objections.
Not at all.
Well then, congratulations, Byron.
Ooh.
All right.
Nice.
Team Ignis. How about you?
You're our team captain.
We decided on me, yeah.
Ah. Well, congratulations, Zuko. last but not least, we have Team
Yes, sir.
Aqua, who is unfortunately.
Seeing as it wouldn't be much of a vote, I reckon it's best to decide later.
Yes. We'll postpone your captain election for now, but get back to us as soon as possible, alright?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you all for coming here. I hope that going forward, team captain will make things much easier on the team as a whole. Do bear in mind, for those of you who have been elected, what that means, and the responsibility that you will be having to partake in. Well, that about
Being the
wraps it
head
up for...
of your team means you take full responsibility for your squad. If you are found lacking, it is assumed that your whole squad will be lacking. If you are truant, if you do not see things on time, if you are not prompt and astute in your observations, it will reflect badly on all of you. Your colleagues have decided to trust you. And for taking on that trust, you will be rewarded. But bear that in mind going forwards, that these people are now accountable to you as you are responsible for them. Your first real decisions, then, to be making as leaders of your team will be to come to the staff to approve members of the general squad, our neophytes into your ranks. Obviously, some of you are larger teams than others, and as such are less likely to be approved. There is no particular rush on this matter, but I do hear that the warehouse gets particularly cold at night. So, team leaders, can you be trusted with this responsibility?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Then I'm sure you can all make lots of new friends. Is there anything else from any of the other professors?
If I can have a moment.
Of course. I have things to attend to elsewhere.
Right. So, you all taken your first strong forward step into being teams. Decided team leaders. Something that may or may not have been easy for you. You may find that your leadership may lead your team to a wonderful time here at Rosewood, or that it won't be as wonderful of a time. But this is where you get to find out. This is where your mettle will be tested, your positions held firm, and if your team can work together or not in a time of crisis to work with your leader, and your leader work for your team. This is the time to prove yourselves. Prove it to us that we can keep you in these positions, and that you, as the leadership, to make your team an amazing team or the best team. The choice is yours. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kuya. Well, unless the good doctor here has any words of his own, I think that about wraps it up.
That should be it.
Very good. Thank you all for coming here tonight. Even though it is expected, as Mr. Neller said himself. I'm expecting great things from all of you. You're all dismissed. Have a good night.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good night, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Chancellor. squad to stay for a moment, however.
Alright, Teneris.
Sorry. We should probably start heading to the doors.
Sarvyra, if you want to take Ellis with you around for the buddy system, that'd be cool by me.
I think she has to stay.
I can go out during the day, but I still
Okay.
have to-
Well, maybe you want to stick around and figure out what they're up to anyway, because it'll be interesting to know what they're up to.
you know, take her and put her on Jace's room, the one right next to yours.
Okay.
She departed a little bit earlier whilst you were
Well,
moving off
actually,
a little bit again.
I think I'm taking the bottom floor one now.
Yes, Christopher.
Some thought. From what I saw, yes.
I've decided to take you up on your offer.
It's night.
I understand, Chancellor Abraham. Okay. I can handle it.
No, I had always said that. It was up to Krista. Leave me alone. Go nurse your face.
That's fine. It's gonna go away with time.
Plug in our stuff. So let's go upstairs and do this. Oh, finally being able to sit.
Sarvyra, are you here? I saw Neller heading towards the library, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was soon. Basically, I think what was her name, Nora or something, and I don't know if you heard somebody from Ignis telling me something about like some what was it? What? Some journal or something about bad things that might have happened to somebody she knew that was here before we got here. And Tenebris is somehow involved, and somehow that green vine thing that was crawling up her leg that I saw this morning. I don't know, they're gonna try to do something about it. Figured since we basically don't have our magic professor here, maybe somebody with a healing ability just keeping a watchful eye from a higher floor could maybe be helpful. And then either way, I'm gonna try to be an ear and snoop, because apparently that's the only thing I'm good at. Fighting? Nope. Being a good for nothing leader? Maybe.
I'll have to go snoop. So tired. I'm not normally this tired. I wonder if they have any more books about plants down here. Oh, maybe they have Dr. Wynn. This should be the fiction section. Maybe I can go read it outside. Sit against the grass. Let's see. Oh. It's up there. Is anyone around? I'm gonna climb it. I don't have play space, but I'm gonna pretend like I climbed this shelf. Got it. Got it. A single dandelion. Oh, hello. Hello. I was wondering if it would be alright for me to come in and grab my cape. That's completely okay. It should be unlocked. Yeah. Swirler again. Let's see. That's interesting. Statues that move when you look away. Weeping Prime. Quite a few people over there. Wonder what they're all doing out. It's nighttime. Ivan seems off. I just hope this doesn't have any effect on our team. Sleep. Whatever Byron is talking about is not worth me getting into. It's none of my business.